Alrighty, let's get after it. Unfortunately, this will be our last episode.
Yeah. Don't have the funds to continue on.
We don't.
It's finally catching up to us.
Yeah.
We're about $63 in debt, and we just can't climb out of that hole.
We're done. Yeah. In this economy, we can't do that. It's just not sustainable. Obviously, it's April 1st at 4:34 p.m. And you guys are watching the Kindizer Show or listening if you're on Spotify. But if you're on YouTube, you're watching. Should be doing both.
Yeah.
Should be doing both. Spotify numbers are down ever since we started YouTube. But it is what it is.
That's all right.
I'm sure one day they'll bounce back.
It'll definitely happen. Maybe it's just an elaborate April Fool's joke on us. Maybe all of a sudden we're gonna have like 200 views on this episode.
That would be cool.
Speaking of April Fools, whoever, I didn't realize it today. It didn't fool me at all, but it did not click in my head that it was April Fool's Day actually until about an hour ago. I was thinking about it. Someone thought it'd be funny at work to put a piece of chocolate, like a melted piece of chocolate, on a piece of toilet paper and like set it on the rim of the toilet. So like I walked into the bathroom
That's
to take a
pretty
piss
funny.
this morning and I'm like, yeah, that's not poop. I'm like, it's not even, doesn't stink. I just cleaned the bathroom the other day too, so I'm like, it's totally spotless. I'm like, that's not fucking poop. There's no way. And I didn't even realize, like, until an hour ago at home, I'm like, oh yeah, it's April Fool's Day, so that's why someone did that. I thought it was just like a random act of violence, but it's not.
It's okay. Also, real quick, I just wanted to say my mic actually hit the mute, so I don't know how much of that was actually of my audio sounded good. I could have just done it real quick right now when like moving it, but yeah, if my audio sounds a little funky there for a minute, you guys know why. It's okay. I'm not gonna change it. I'm not gonna have us restart. Don't care enough. Too far in.
It's as real as it gets here.
Yes, we are raw and uncut.
Yes. Also, happy birthday, Ryan. Happy April Fool's Day. Happy birthday to my brother, Ryan.
Happy birthday,
It's
Kyle's brother Ryan.
35.
Shout out you.
One of our biggest fans as well.
One of our biggest fans, one of our biggest supporters. Does he have a T-shirt?
Yes, I gave him one.
Good.
It's funny too because there's so many times on here that like there's stuff like I haven't told him because like I usually don't talk to him very much. Recently I have been more, but I usually don't really talk to either of my brothers a whole lot. And it's funny, like he just like, because the stories I tell on here, he kind of knows like shit's going on. So he's like, dude, that's so fucked up. What happened to your tire? And I'm like, damn, I didn't even get a chance to tell you that. Like, yeah, okay, so you already know. It's kind of nice actually.
That is cool.
Not having to like retell the story every time you like
that
talk
is
to
cool.
someone.
It's like someone asked, like, what happened to your tire? It's like, let's check out last week's episode.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna re-explain it.
No.
You can listen to it on there.
Yep.
There is some explaining to do though. Not much NFL, so I think we'll start there.
Yeah.
Because obviously MLB is much more prevalent right now. There's a lot more going on. But the NFL, so they changed the overtime rules.
Yeah.
Two things actually. One of them actually, I think, I'd say they're both equally important. The overtime rules get changed. Both teams are going to have a chance to get the ball in a matter of 10 minutes. So I'm not sure how they're going to do that exactly because someone can kill a drive in 10 minutes. I mean, someone could do that in one drive.
Yeah.
That's pretty easy to do. I mean, we see that.
And it doesn't
all
even
the
have
time.
to be the whole 10. Like you think like a team like the Eagles running the ball, something
Yeah.
like 7.5. Like you're down to 2.5 minutes on the other side of the ball now, and that's like good luck. I just wonder how that's going to work. I'm very confused on their logic to lowering it and making it a 10-minute quarter.
I don't know. Like I said, I think the college overtime rules are pretty good. I'm not saying they're perfect, but they're a lot better than what the NFL has ever come up with. I don't know why they just don't adopt those rules. I think those are perfectly fine. They would work well. Touchbacks will now be at the 35. I also saw that.
Yeah, that one. I've never been a. I remember when the
Touchbacks are at 20.
I remember when a touchback used to come to the 20-yard line. I was all for that. I was not when they moved it up. I still was like.
I think it's just like kind of like a way of trying to eliminate touchbacks, like get people to like obviously field the ball,
But
run it out.
But it doesn't even make sense. Like, this is why all the rules are so dumb, because they're counterintuitive. Like, they all counteract each other, because that was the original reason that they moved the ball up. It was like they wanted more touchback. They moved, first off, they moved the touchback up. They also moved the kickers closer. Whatever year that was, they moved the kickers closer, so that's why there was more touchbacks, and then the ball comes out farther, therefore more scoring, more entertainment. And then now they're making a rule, well, we're going to make it so people don't kick as many touchbacks because it's such a big penalty. How about just move the fucking kicker back then?
Yeah, just move
Why
the
is he
kicker
kicking
back.
from like the 40? Make him kick from back at the 30, 25,
Yeah.
and you'll have less touchbacks. Like, it's really simple.
I agree.
Don't make it out to the 35. They've been talking about it on Pat McAfee's show, and it's like, that's a valid point. That's
No free shot outs.
2 first downs is a field goal.
Yeah.
At minimum, like, legit. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Unless you have Cairo Santos as a kicker. Granted, I like Cairo Santos, but the leg isn't that big. But either way, yeah, I think just go back to what kickoffs used to be.
Yeah.
Just do that. It's that simple.
Mm-hmm.
I get player safety, all that stuff. I understand. But people watch the sport of football partially because it is a violent contact sport.
Yes.
And that's what people want to see.
Yeah, the whole excuse for player safety just really pisses me off, because obviously we've talked about it before, like
we've talked honestly player
whole
safety. You know where we should start?
turf.
Get rid of turf.
That's what I was.
Everyone
what I was
should
just
have
saying.
a grass field.
That's what I was just about to say. We've talked about that before.
We've
That's
seen
the biggest
non-contact injuries just running on turf.
Yes.
Players complain about how it's harder, like it's like landing on concrete when you land on it. I mean,
because it basically is.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah, I've seen. At my job we're building turf baseball and softball fields. There's no cushion. I'll say that. It's not great. But the NFL is also getting rid of the chain gang. I mean, they're not getting rid of the chain gang, but they pretty much are.
They're going to be sidelined.
Yeah, so they're just a backup plan.
Which
because
makes
now
no sense.
I think it's stupid.
It's ass backwards.
Yeah, so they're going to be using Sony's like camera thing to measure out first downs, and just in case they'll have the chain gang there, which you would, yeah, like you said, it's completely backwards. The chain gang should be the first thing that goes out. They're like, you know what? I don't know if you guys are 100% right. Let's check this.
Yeah, if it's within one link or some shit.
But they probably also have to justify the amount of money they're about to spend to use that. So they're like, you are going to get our use out of it. I don't know. I think it's kind of silly. The way they're doing it, again, I think it's completely backwards. I agree with you. It's stupid.
The only thing I wonder, maybe I'm just overthinking it, or maybe I haven't thought about it enough now thinking on the spot. Maybe they're referring to them as backups as like if the chip goes down completely. Like they might not be like measure a ball with the chip and be like, it's 4th and inches, and then be like, send the chain gang out to double check it. It might be like if this fails, they're there at least because they got to have something. So maybe I'm overthinking it, but yeah, it is kind of.
I mean, I think like they're really about to be irrelevant. They're about to be kind of pointless.
Whoa, who would have? What a shame. There's going to be fucking like 18, 78-year-old men who are out of jobs.
That's what they lived for, dude. That was probably like
finally going to have to retire.
Now they're all going to die because they're going to retire. They're going to stop moving and they're just going to die.
That's a good chance.
Unfortunately. So obviously, heaven forbid, but it's a possibility. Also, I was listening to a radio show this morning, ESPN 1000. They owe us money because I said their name, but apparently they were discussing how in the rule book, the tush push is illegal, but the way it's worded, and like it doesn't really make sense because there is a rule that states like a player cannot get dragged or pushed, but that doesn't make sense to me. I mean, I'm not doing a great job of explaining it at all.
Yeah, I would be really curious to hear what it actually is, only for the simple fact of there's no way. If it was actually illegal, trust me, these guys have a lot of money involved in this shit. There's not any way possible no one in 2 years now hasn't already found that rule.
Yeah,
I mean, that's crazy that they're like, it's actually illegal. Like, well, clearly it's not. because it's been happening for 2 years now, and the
Yeah.
NFL's let it go, and there's actually not a rule that has been able to stop it.
Let's
So
see if we could maybe find something.
I still think it's pretty lame that they're trying so hard to get it banned.
It was Packers' fault, dude.
It is. It's the Packers. I'm sure there's a couple other teams that are also involved too. I forget who it was last year that sparked the debate on it, but it's just lame. Like, God, it's just people are just being such bitches. That's really all it is. It's like, just stop the play.
Okay, this. I don't know. Hey, that's the guy that was like
Kurt Benkert?
Yeah, that's the one that was like, that's literally me. It's like I forgot what quarterback they were talking about. Like when you need him to show up, and he plays like this, and that guy was like, "Hey, what the hell? Like, why am I catching a stray?"
I feel like I know what you're talking about, but yeah, I actually like Kurt Benkert a lot. He has a lot of really good takes, and I do like that at least he was in the NFL, so he actually knows what he's talking about. So he kind of shits on a lot of people that say really dumb shit. Like for instance, that guy last week that I mentioned that said the QB wasn't the most important position on the field.
Yeah, I don't even know who that guy is, if I'm being honest.
Kurt Benkert?
Yeah, I don't
he
know
was
who he
the backup quarterback behind Rodgers in, oh God, I can't even remember what year it was. I think he started one game in his career. Like he actually only played one game ever, but it's kind of funny that he's out there like just trashing people when they have shit takes. He cracks me up.
Okay. I don't know. Let me read this real quick. Sorry, guys. This is like very lame podcasting. This is bad podcasting right now. I'm trying to read something. So it says, no offensive player may immediately at the snap push or throw his body against a teammate who is lined up directly behind the snapper and receive the snap to aid him in an attempt to gain yardage.
Wait, read that one more time.
No offensive player may immediately at the snap push or throw his body against a teammate who is lined up directly behind the snapper and receive the snap to aid him in an attempt to gain yardage. So I guess as long as they don't have someone directly behind the quarterback, it's okay. He can't be like, so, like, let's say you're lined up in an I formation. Like, let's just say that. Like let's say Eagles, for example. Dallas Goedert's standing directly behind Jalen Hurts. As soon as Jalen Hurts snaps it, Dallas Goedert cannot come directly behind him and push him forward. So that's probably why you see the tush push. They're lined up like a little off to the side.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I mean. Like they clearly studied. Like they know what they're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I need to see. I just want to see if there's anything. Let's just look up like tush push. See if there's any videos. Obviously, this is just Google Images. This probably isn't going to do anything great. So, no, because these are all like action shots. I'm not trying to see an action. Oh, there we go. Formation. That's exactly what I'm looking for,
I was
actually.
just about to say, yeah, like type in overhead or formation or something.
Okay, can we get one from this? That's illegal. No, because actually, no, because Devontae Smith is. Actually, that's.
But
DeAndre Swift.
Now, that's where that also is going to get brought in is like what's considered an immediate push.
As soon as the ball snapped.
Exactly. So if Devontae Smith has to take 2 steps before he gets into Jalen Hurts' ass, like in that picture that you looked up, then that technically he didn't immediately push him as soon as the ball was snapped.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I don't know. There's a whole lot of semantics. There's a whole lot of stupid stuff around it.
Which is why nothing's happened yet.
Yeah, I don't know if anything will happen. They probably will ban it because of the fact of no fun league.
I was just,
Yeah, so they probably will ban it, but it is what it is. Sliding right into bannable things, though. The MLB new craze.
What? Oh, go ahead. I was going to say, mention the Bears Stadium thing that you sent.
Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah. Sorry. We will talk about that real quick. Sorry. Let's jump in the gun. Basically, Kevin Warren comes out and says that the new home of the Chicago Bears will be Arlington Heights. So, for everyone, partially including myself, because I was kind of for it, kind of hoping, there will no longer be a Lakeside Bears game. The Bears will no longer be playing next to Lake Michigan, is what it's looking like. More than likely, because, again, Kevin Warren is saying that, nope, Arlington's the move. Granted, if Kevin Warren still has a job by the time they start building is another discussion, obviously.
Yeah.
Because someone could easily come in and, be his replacement and decide the opposite. Yeah. I like the fact that parking sucks. Parking sucks. Stadium's small.
Yep.
You would have to do a lot in order to keep the stadium there and keep the tailgating like the fans want and have parking. I mean, like, that's the biggest thing. Because obviously you have to walk like a mile if you park in the south lot.
Yeah.
Even though the south lot tailgates are awesome. They're awesome. I mean, remember those hot sauce guys that we met?
Yes.
Just like walking up. And we got there like at the end of like tailgating. Like
we
were
did
there.
not tailgate, in fact.
We didn't
actually
tailgate at
just
all.
Slammed a couple beers on the walk in and ran into some guys who were finishing a tailgate
Yeah.
and gave us free shit.
Yeah, they gave us like free food. Well, peppers really, because like that's all we have left. Because they were out.
And some asparagus.
That's what it was, asparagus.
Yeah.
Yes, asparagus and hot sauce, because they were also starting a company. Unfortunately, I don't remember the name.
Yeah, me neither.
Or else I would probably reach out to them and try to get a deal done.
We also managed to somehow run into them at the end of the game as well.
Yeah, on the way
walk
out
back, like
as well.
that.
Yeah, we're like, whoa, it's you guys.
What are the chances?
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. But yes, I guess the only thing would be like, I don't know how you would even do that. But again, I'm not that educated on that. But like, underground parking was an idea thrown around by people. I don't know how you would do it to support all that if you're parking underground, to have everything up top, a stadium basically sitting up on top of you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure there's a way. I mean, I'm sure there is a way. Probably very expensive. It's probably more expensive than the Bears are willing to spend. And I don't know if it would be more cost effective to just go to Arlington and build new. The thing with Arlington, though, that would be nice is they have 350 plus acres. You could basically do like a Wrigleyville type deal. And again, hotels, stores, restaurants, bars, hell, even like a casino or something.
Yeah.
And the stadium, and still have plenty of parking. You have tons of opportunity. There's a lot. I mean, there's a lot you can do. I don't know how the people of Arlington feel about it, because their town is going to ramp up like crazy.
I'm sure they're fine with it. It's a nice area over there.
And that's the problem, though. I mean, it's a nice area. It's probably, not much happens. I'm sure it's probably kind of quietish. And then you're going to have tourists and sports fans, a lot more drunk people.
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, on the other flip side of that, I would say with the fucking ticket prices anymore, you're not getting like shit bags that are coming in for $20 a ticket. I mean, most of the people coming there are people who have $1,000 laying around to go to a fucking Bears game.
But they could also
not that those people be a shit bag. Yes, absolutely can be shit bags. Yeah. But I mean, you're gonna get people who are going to the Bears game and also spending money like in the immediate area. So yeah. I mean, it'll just nothing but benefit that spot.
Time will tell, though. We'll see.
Yeah.
But circling back, really just diving into the MLB. It's really not much in the NFL world. It's getting kind of quiet and bleak, obviously, until the draft comes around. But the Torpedo Bat. The Torpedo Bat is taking the MLB world by storm.
It is.
Obviously, the Yankees did it first. It's all within regulation. It's not an illegal bat.
Mm-hmm.
Because the amount of wood is staying the same on the bat. It's just getting moved more of the center of the barrel, where the ball makes the most contact with the bat. And again, obviously, we've seen players benefiting from that. The Yankees set a record for the amount of home runs that are hit in the first 3 games, 15.
Oh, they tied it.
I thought the record was 14 before.
I want to say it was just they tied it.
Okay, then they tied it. You can look it up yourself. I don't know for sure. I could look it up, but I really don't care that much. But so obviously Jazz Chisholm comes out because he's getting annoyed, calls fans idiots. So people get more annoyed with him because people already don't like Jazz Chisholm because of the fact that he's arrogant, and some might argue that he's not that good. He comes out, says it's completely legal. says what I just said, that the amount of wood on the bat staying the same is just moved.
Yeah.
Ellie De La Cruz switches that bat, uses it. He goes, 4 for 5 with 2 home runs?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's probably the new wave. I mean, I think they said during spring training, Cody Bellinger was already using this bat.
Yeah, people were actually using it last year as well.
Okay.
Which is kind of funny that, like, now it's getting a big stink made about it, but it has been used for now going into the second season. And the guy who created the bat for the Yankees doesn't even work for the Yankees. He actually works for the Marlins now. The MIT physicist that they hired to design the bat, which was, I think, designed 2 years ago.
Well, either way, Louisville Slugger, Victus, Marucci, all you guys, sales are about to skyrocket.
Mm-hmm.
I think Louisville Slugger had like a huge order. I forgot from who. One of the teams, I don't remember. I want to say the D-backs, but I could be wrong. They put in like a massive order of bats. So, yeah, get your stock in baseball bat companies. It's gonna be a new wave. Super interesting. I think it's cool. I mean, innovate the game, make it new, make it more modern.
That's what I was gonna say. I just want to know what your take is on it. Yeah, because
I don't hate it. It is what it is, dude. You got to find advantages in the game where you can. You know,
I agree.
It is an advantage. But it's a legal advantage. You're not doing anything wrong. You're just making the best out of your situation, I guess, in a way.
See, my thought on it was like, yeah, I'm in the same boat. I don't give a shit. Like, it's legal. They didn't change the length. They didn't change the weight. They didn't change the diameter. Like, it's just focused more in one spot, and it's a better design. Like, when did we decide that you can't change the design of certain items in baseball anymore?
Yeah.
Like, are fucking gloves right now the same as they were 40 years ago?
No.
Are pitcher's gloves, catcher's gloves, first baseman's gloves, anything? Are they the same they were 100 years ago? I mean, the bat used to be a fucking stick. And then they designed it, and then that's like, oh, this is how it's going to stay forever. Like, no, it's just a new age, and with technology, somebody figured out, like, hey, most times, based on probability, this is where the ball is hitting the bat more often than not, so why not use the technology you have to condense the wood into a better spot so it creates more leverage, you get a better swing out of it, and when the ball hits, you make better contact if it hits that spot. Because most people don't hit off the tip of the bat. Yep. So that wood is kind of just wasted anyways. Like, why not? I just don't think there's a problem with it. I don't get why people are like, it's such an advantage and blah, blah. It's like, well, it's not an advantage because once everyone starts using it, then who's it advantageous towards?
Yes.
Because at some point, you're still going to have to just be able to hit a fucking baseball.
Agreed. Which is, again, one of the hardest things to do in the world, in my opinion. Argue with the wall.
I just seen the video last night. It came up. It popped up on my feed again of the guy saying it was actually, I think I explained this before on here, but I had explained it wrong. After watching it last night, I knew I didn't remember the numbers. It's 400 milliseconds.
Yeah, you don't have much. I think
between
it's extremely hard.
The ball leaving the pitcher's hand and it landing in the catcher's mitt.
Yes, it is nuts. So you have to see it, see what kind of pitch it is, and then time your swing.
Yes.
But either way, circling back to the bat, I don't think it's a problem. Like I said, most of it's going to be purists that are like, the game's been like this forever, man. We cannot change it. And then the other half's going to be people, well, I guess I won't give it half. Another quarter is going to be people that just love to bitch. Yeah. And then the other quarter is just going to be people that don't like the Yankees. And it's because like the Yankees kind of started the trend because they were the ones that were using it the most. No problem with it at all. It's completely fine. Everyone's going to start doing it, I'm sure. Well, I can't say everyone. Most guys will probably start doing it. Most guys are probably so stuck in their ways, like, oh, this has worked for me forever. I'm not changing this. Mm-hmm. I'm sure it is different. The weight displacement is different.
Oh,
I'm sure. So you have to relearn to swing with that thing. I'd have to imagine. But again, I have no problem with it. I'm here for it. If it causes more home runs, more hitting, which people want, more excitement to the game, perfect. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. And that's another reason why I'm like I could see the MLB not doing anything about it. Cause
they shouldn't. They shouldn't do anything.
The fact that it's legal. But yes, it's like, it's completely legal and it makes the sport better. Like, it makes it more entertaining.
Which is what the MLB has been dying for. They're wanting viewership to come back up. They're wanting more entertainment.
They missed the steroid era.
They need to let guys start doing steroids. I'm not even joking.
I've been saying
dude.
that for a long time.
They need to let dudes just take steroids. Who cares? If they choose to juice, it's on them. It is on them. Real quick, breaking news. Calais Campbell signing with the Cardinals. He's coming back.
Wow.
So he was with the Cardinals before the Dolphins. He's coming back. But anyways, staying on baseball. Yeah, no problem with it. Awesome. Great. Love it.
Agreed.
The White Sox are...
Kind of a wagon.
Let's not get crazy. Let's not get crazy.
Who knows what is going on with them though?
I mean, they small balled the absolute daylights out of the Twins yesterday.
Yeah, and then the game before that, was it 2 games ago? They ended up beating the Angels. What, like 10 to something? When they scored 10 runs. Oh, sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm pulling it up right now because I'm a bad fan.
Oh, they won 8-1 opening day. They won 8-1.
Yes, I was at that game.
And then the next game they lost 1-0.
Yes,
after giving up a run in the 8th inning or some shit.
And then they lost 3-2 on Sunday.
Yeah.
But then yesterday, absolutely beat the brakes off the Twins 9-0.
Yeah.
The White Sox play again today at 6:40. I'm gonna have to watch that. How I watch that is my own business. I'm just gonna say it's not gonna be on the Chicago Sports Network. It's gonna be a perfectly fine way. It's perfectly proper way of watching the game. That's all that matters. But anyways, yes, I don't know. They absolutely small balled the Twins. It was crazy. Like they were just playing like good competitive baseball. I'm like, I don't know who these guys are.
Yeah.
I don't know who you guys are. That's crazy. I'm here. Like again, I'm here for it. If we could win 70 games, 75 games, I'm actually kind of happy.
That'd be a massive improvement.
Yeah, it would be.
It'd be a massive improvement.
It would be insane. I would be very, very happy. I would love that. Again, they just played quality ball. I was just like kind of baffled. Our starting pitching has actually been kind of a wagon. They have
a bunch of nobodies.
Exactly, like a bunch of guys that really came up from nowhere. I think the starting pitching has like a combined .73 ERA.
Yeah.
And which doesn't make sense to me because I don't think any of them have given up any earned runs. I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
I'm going to look this up because everything I'm probably saying right now, I sound like an absolute buffoon to any baseball purist right now. That someone that actually knows ball. I'm just going to look up White Sox starting pitching because I'm sure I will see the tweet again. Yes, okay. Here we go. 2 days ago, White Sox starting pitching versus the Angels this series. 17 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, 10 strikeouts, obviously 0 ERA. That's awesome. Let's just give you this right now. All of our starting pitchers. This is from Shy Sox fan Mike.
I hate that guy.
Yeah, he can be kind of annoying. But Sean Burke, who actually, again, surprised me on opening day.
Ooh.
Exactly. But did very well. 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 0 earned runs, 0 walks, 3 strikeouts. Jonathan Cannon, 5 innings pitched, 4 hits, 0 earned runs, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Davis Martin, 6 innings pitched. Dude, exactly. 6 innings pitched, 4 hits, 0 earned runs, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. Martin Perez, out of all of them, had the best outing. 6 innings pitched, 0 hits, 0 earned runs, 3 walks, 9 strikeouts.
And you got Shane Smith on the bump tonight. Yes.
He's making his MLB debut.
Yeah.
He has pitched 6.2 innings above Double-A. It's probably not going to be pretty. I would probably bet against the White Sox today. And whatever the over is, I might look into that. I might. It's not gambling advice. I'm just talking baseball.
I forget what the over was on that game. I think I might have took it.
It's probably like 8.
Or maybe not. Maybe
8.5.
Yeah, it's probably around 8.5 if I had to guess. Let's take a look really quick.
It's probably not going to be
7.5. The under's favored.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
These guys gonna have it's gonna be a pitching duel because both of these teams actually just really kind of suck is the main thing. Like hitting wise,
they're both not great at all. Unless they start using torpedo bats.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe they should be one of the first teams jumping on that goddamn train. The Sox should be all over the Torpedo Bat.
Andrew Vaughn hit a home run yesterday, guys. I still think he should be gone. Andrew Benintendi hit his 100th career home run.
Yeah.
Mind you, that is the White Sox's biggest free agency signing at a whopping $75 million.
Crazy.
It's a lot. It's a lot of money, dude. Jerry
At the right time, too.
was probably in shambles. He's probably in shambles. He's probably like vomiting in his mouth as he was signing that check.
Guaranteed.
But it's okay.
Cubs have been playing some good-ass ball lately.
They did.
I mean,
I think
they blew one game that was pretty ugly.
Your bullpen's still getting clowned.
My God, that was so terrible, dude. 6-2 lead in the 8th, and we lose 10-6.
Yes.
Like, that is just so. Just when you think things are like, all right, it's really easy to get sucked in quick on a team, kind of like the Sox. Like they're sitting at 2-2, and it's like
I'm not like hyped saying they're gonna be good. I'm just like
not you, but
I'm like
it is kind of it's piquing your interest.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, this is interesting. Like, you guys might be not that bad. Like, you guys still suck, but you don't suck as much as I thought you would.
It couldn't have got worse than last year. So
it could have. I mean, we could have lost or won less games. There's still a chance.
I mean, it definitely, I guess, is. I mean,
right now we're trending upwards.
Yeah,
is basically what I'm getting at. We're trending upwards.
Yeah, trending upwards. The Cubs trended upwards yesterday. They beat the brakes off the Athletics, 18-3.
Yes.
Carson Kelly hit for a cycle, first time since 1993.
This just further shows how pathetic the A's are.
Yeah, that is kind of also another trash organization. Did you see their their conference room, or their media room afterwards? How they had it?
No, dude.
Oh my
I'm just
God!
Imagine that it's
a tent.
Atrocity.
It's a tent. It's literally like somebody it's like they threw up a greenhouse. I wonder if I don't think I liked it on Twitter.
What is it? Is A's?
Just look up like A's media room.
Okay, media.
I wish I would have liked it on here. Damn it.
That's fine,
dude. It's so funny.
I'm sure it'll come up. How we transformed this media room for 90. Okay, this is not what I'm looking for.
Yeah, what the fuck?
This is just like home renovation ideas. A's media room. Okay.
That's gonna be tough to.
I'm sure it probably will.
Try it.
Is there anyone that had a press conference yesterday that you? Oh,
here's the picture of it.
Okay.
This is the building that they're doing their press conference in.
Dude, that's like when your high school's
It's a shed.
Dude, yes, that's like when a school is like at Lake Central when they're remodeling it and they had like all those like work tents, dude. Yeah, I mean that's a joke. That's a joke, dude. I mean they don't have a stadium right now, man.
I know, but it's so funny to me, dude. This is a professional team worth fucking billions of dollars, and that's what they're doing.
Dude, that organization's so bad.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, they're terrible.
So bad. But yes, anyways, they get the absolute brakes blown off them by the Cubs.
Yeah, Ben Brown had a good outing. I mean, 6 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs. Gave up 1 home run, did have 5 strikeouts. I really like Ben Brown. I'm looking forward to him being one of our aces going forward through the next couple years. Bullpen actually didn't blow it for once, too. That was good.
Yes. I mean, that was the only thing I could say was like about the game you guys lost. Went to the D-backs with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone was kind of just clowning the Cubs bullpen.
It's ass.
But, I mean, you guys have been getting clowned since last year.
Our bullpen's been shit for a few years.
Yeah, which I don't understand. You would think that, like, the higher-ups would realize the problems within the team.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe try to change that. Maybe try to get players in that could help with that issue.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like a foreign subject to them, though. Maybe it is. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Just like the Bears, Granted, they might have finally figured it out, though, with the offensive line this year. We'll see.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll see. But
Kyle Tucker's shaping up pretty hot all of a sudden. Looked like that was going to be maybe a little bit of time before he started getting going, and no. His last 3 games, he is 8 for 15 with 8 RBIs and 3 home runs.
Yep. Yeah, he's been doing He's starting off hot.
Yeah, he had like 2 games where he wasn't doing shit, and everyone's like, dude, like immediately you're thinking, like,
people got to relax.
Yeah, there's 162 games.
The only thing I could say about baseball and players getting hot is getting hot at the right time. Because it is a thing in baseball.
Yep.
Obviously, some players get hot super early, late, middle of the year. We've all seen it. We all know what happens. Speaking of former Cubs getting super hot, Patrick Wisdom, dude. Have you been seeing what he's been doing, dude?
I could give a shit about that. Someone put that in our group chat.
Dude.
Yeah, someone put that in our group chat. Oh my god, I could give a shit.
Him, dude. He's hitting nukes over in yeah. I don't know if it's Korea or
I think it's Korea.
Okay. I thought it was Korea. But yeah, he's been going crazy.
And going back on the Sox, did you see their fucking tarp situation from the day it rained?
What was that? Yeah.
Again, speaking of trash organization, I mean, what happened?
I'm like, what are you guys talking about? How do you guys not have a
like patchwork quilted the tarps on the field? There's like 8 tarps trying to.
And then I'm sitting there like, where are all the tarps from recent years? Like, where is this stuff at? I thought the tarps were always rolled up there in front of the dugouts. Then you just pull it out and it just rolls right out over the field. Yeah, I don't understand. That's such a horrible look. But guys, we have a birthday cake shake with a pinwheel cookie. So,
priorities.
There you go. Even though I do want to try that shake. It looks really good.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try it.
They clearly spent all their money on research and development for the new food. Also, I did learn, funny enough, after we were talking about the what are is it a Korean corn
dogs? Yeah,
it's not. There's not a hot dog in it at all.
Okay, yes,
It's just mozzarella cheese.
Yeah, it's just cheese,
Cheeto dust, and whatever else.
I think that's how all Korean corn dogs are. I mean, obviously, I'm sure there probably are some with meat inside of them, but I think they are cheese filled. I think that's the point of it.
Which kind of makes it sound more fire.
Yeah, I would definitely be down. I would be down to try it. I definitely would not eat the whole one myself. One, because of the cut, obviously, duh. But also because that would probably absolutely destroy me.
I could probably use about a pound of cheese right now. I've been shitting my brains out for over a week, so I could use a couple days off. You eat that much cheese, you're gonna be backed up.
You're gonna be backed up for a while. It's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. Speaking of Cubs, though, what time is the game on Friday? It's Cubs home opener.
1:10.
1:10
day game.
That'll be awesome.
Maybe. We're hoping the weather holds out. Right now, it's looking like it's gonna be about 49, 50 degrees. I don't think there's rain in the forecast.
I mean, as long as there's not rain, it's tolerable in my opinion.
Yeah, and even still, like, we're under the pavilion, like we're under the second level deck.
With the concourse? No, the concourse, I guess. I get what you're saying.
So, I mean, that's promising for us, like, even if it does rain. As of right now, it's getting worse. 47 degrees, 50% chance of rain now.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
That's kind of ass, but, yeah, I mean, either way, it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be awesome.
So there you go, guys. We probably won't have a Friday episode. It'll be another Saturday episode, just because obviously Kyle is going to be.
We'll have to figure something out Saturday because we are doing my brother's and Stephanie's birthday dinner Saturday, but we're doing it like 3:00. So I mean, we could make an episode happen before that.
We'll figure something out, guys. If not, I might be riding solo.
Yeah.
We've had a solo Kyle episode before. That's fine.
Yeah.
I can have a solo me episode.
I think it'd be nice.
We'll figure it out. You guys can hear my voice and be sitting here by myself. Look like a streamer. I'll be all close to the camera like this.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Have your forehead right in the camera.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Not really major news or anything like that, but it's just you hate to see it, and also kind of crazy, like it already happened. But Emmanuel Clase A absolutely earholed Jonathan India.
I saw that, dude. I saw that.
Dude, I'm shocked he got up and just like walked that off because it was a dead ass shot.
I don't understand why. I mean, did he not have the face guard though on his helmet? Because I know most of them do. No, like most of them do. Because
I think it earholed him. It didn't hit him in the face. It hit him in the ear. So obviously the ear protection is there.
Yeah,
they all have the ear protection. Okay. It just they don't all have that like jawline thing.
Yes, which
down.
I think they should, dude. Honestly, I mean, I know some of them they say like it hinders them, but
yeah,
I feel like
might be a little bit safer to do that. But people were pissed at it more because Clase A has been having some control issues.
Yeah.
And then during that game, he was having control issues, and they're like, they should have took his ass out before that happened. Like and people were saying they should be able to eject him for that. And I'm like, let's take it easy.
Yeah, screw
Come
up.
on, dude.
Dude, this is just when
It's an
people like
accident.
just go like 0 to 100
Yeah.
so quick. They're like,
Yeah.
yep, throw him in jail. That guy should be serving 25 to life now.
Yeah.
You're done. You're done. I'm like, dude, relax.
Yeah, for real. It's like accidents happen. Obviously, no one
They
is
do. And obviously, yeah, I'm
trying
sure
to do
he
that.
doesn't feel good about doing it. I'm sure he's probably like, nah, whatever. Like, I'm sure pitchers always feel bad when they hit someone because, I mean, you see the bruises that get left on just getting hit in the thigh with like a four seam. Like, it's bad. It's real bad. And speaking of bruises, the NBA, a little bit of NBA talk real quick. We had a little scrappy fight going on between the Timberwolves and the Pistons.
Yeah, there was also... Was that the same fight that I'm thinking of, or was there another one? I want to say there might have been another fight, but I could be wrong. But yeah,
I'm
that
not
was
sure, to be
that
honest.
shit got crazy.
Yeah, like they were just, everyone just sitting there. I really feel like I didn't see much swinging. It was more just shoving and like getting in each other's faces.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously that's good, I guess. I don't know. I'd rather see them actually fight. Like if you're going to fight, fight. That's how I feel about it. That's why I think again, hot take, hockey fights are kind of lame because they miss most of their punches and just sit there and slip on ice. I'm not saying there aren't good licks that happen in hockey. There are, but people hype them up a lot.
But at least they actually throw hands.
They do.
Because in baseball and basketball, they don't really ever end up
They don't.
throwing
I mean,
hands.
and
Like,
the NFL, the last like real like big fight I can think of is Andre Johnson and Cortland Finnegan. That was awesome because Andre Johnson has him down and he's just hit him again in just the back of the head. So it's kind of like, dude, don't do that.
yeah.
You can ruin his life or potentially kill him.
But Dante DiVincenzo, he's kind of a dog.
No,
he got right the fuck in there.
Yes,
like,
he was
like
he was throwing his body, other dudes' bodies. He's legit.
And then you got Isaiah Stewart acting like a hard ass out there, fucking puffing his jersey up and shit. And I seen multiple people talking about it, and I absolutely agreed. They're like, show me like one fucking highlight from this guy. Like Isaiah Stewart is a nobody. He's done nothing in the league. Like he's accomplished jack shit, and all he does is fight people.
I agree.
That's like all he's done is like it's the only time I've ever heard his name is fighting. You never see him do like crazy shit, like nothing.
It's kind of like I don't like Draymond Green for that reason because he's such a dirty player and he would just go around like start problems. Granted, Draymond, is a good
player. He was talented at least.
Yeah, he was good, but yeah, he's kind of just like a gunner in hockey. He's just the guy that would go out there and just kind of hit people. I didn't care for that too much, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Speaking of fighting, though, just because I thought about it, and I don't want to forget, for anyone who's into boxing, I am. May 25th is when Ryan Garcia, it's like the crazy card. It's like Tank Davis, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. They're all fighting people.
Holy shit.
In Times Square. It's the first fight in Times Square.
Wow.
So I'm pretty excited. I'm very excited, actually. That's when he's facing Rolly Romero. I don't know how Ryan Garcia is going to be. He's been kind of nuts. Was one of my favorite fighters at one point, but then went off the rails. And then Canelo is fighting William Skull May 3rd for his junior middleweight belt. That'll be nice. That's happening in Saudi Arabia, though, which is kind of unfortunate just because of the fact that the fights are always at super odd times whenever we're in Arabia.
Yeah.
So that sucks. But I'm still going to watch it. How I watch it is my business. But, yeah, if you're interested in when these fights are, Google it yourself. I don't know where I was going with that. Yeah, but anyways, I mean, what time or wherever they're at, Google it yourself. But anyways, going back, sorry.
Yeah.
Quick detour.
Back to basketball, though. My God, have you been watching a guy? I've already praised him one time on here, but I can't get enough of it, honestly. The Joker is just absolutely insane. Have you been seeing anything like...
Yeah, I mean, he had that one that was like basically full court and he just lobbed it, made it.
It doesn't make sense what he's fucking doing. Did you see his no-look over the head pass that he just threw?
Yes.
What he's doing doesn't make sense. He also now... no player in NBA history has done what he's doing right now. He is top 10 in points per game, rebounds per game, assists per game, and steals per game. No player's ever done that in a single season.
No, yeah, he's legit.
Yeah.
He's legit.
He is absolutely killing it.
And
it is
the thing
crazy.
with him, I feel like he has probably 3-4 more years of this level of like play.
If not more, I probably would say. I've been
I'm not
saying
he's
that
not,
too.
He's not going to be good. I'm not saying
Yeah,
he's not going to be good, but he will not. He can't keep getting away with it. But no, like
He's so
he's really good. He's the best player in the NBA right now.
hands down.
Yeah, he's nuts.
Hands down, dude. Like,
Granted,
it's crazy.
there are guys, that deserve respect that are very, very good, but no one's doing it like him right now.
No,
I mean,
and he's been doing it for a couple years. Like, he has been arguably one of the best players, if not the best player in the league, easily for the last 4 years minimum. Like, he's virtually unstoppable.
He's nuts. He's just crazy.
Yeah, it's so fun watching him, dude. Like, that's what actually makes me want to watch basketball, is watching someone like him. Not someone who flops, not someone who acts like a bitch every time they get hit, or like
LeBron
only shoots threes, and just like, man, watching what he does is just like, it's so dominant. It's like very old school basketball.
I
awesome.
saw. Speaking of which, real quick, going back to that fight, I saw a post. It was like, "This is what dads think the NBA was like in the '90s."
I seen that too. Yeah, yeah.
I thought that was actually kind of funny.
That is funny.
I'm like, yeah. I mean, it was more physical, but granted, I don't know because I was born in '99. Sorry for making anyone feel old, but obviously, go back and watch highlights, and it was more pushing, shoving, running into people, because obviously now if you do that, it's like, all right, well, just foul. You just foul them.
It was a lot of throwing elbows and punches and shit
throwing
back
elbows,
in the day, too.
like charging. Like you obviously can't do that now.
Yeah.
It is what it is, especially against LeBron. You guys are a loser.
And sticking on basketball, we're down to the Final Four, March Madness.
All number 1 seeds have made it.
Second time ever in NCAA history.
The last time was 2008.
Yeah.
Yep. Shout out Derrick Rose. He was on Memphis at that time.
That's kind of crazy. I didn't know that.
Yes.
But yeah, you got Auburn, Duke, Florida, and Houston.
Yep.
Boy.
All the girlfriends that know nothing about the sport and just like made brackets are slamming White Claws or Nooners right now. Like, they're excited.
I think they should be. I understand the hype on, like, that's kind of the biggest hype with March Madness and college basketball, is like the Cinderella story, and like
Cinderella underdogs. Like, you like to see, you like to see the small guy win. Everyone does. Everyone likes to see like the small guy win.
True, but in my opinion, like, I also like seeing the best play the best.
Yeah, like the Battle of the Titans is badass.
Exactly. Yeah, it's kind of like last year with the World Series. Like, so many people hated on it, and it's like, yeah, but it's the fucking Dodgers and Yankees. Like, this is kind of an epic.
This is truly the best of the best.
Yeah, this is epic. Like, and that's kind of what this is. Like, you got ones versus ones. It's like, these should be really tight, really good, close games. Hard to decide.
Should be, though. And that's another thing that sucks sometimes when you have these Titans going up against one another. Sometimes one of them is like really doesn't show up.
But like, what's the difference when that happens? If it's fucking everyone wants a Cinderella story, and then you got a 15 seed playing a 1 seed, and they get blown out when they make it to the Final Four or something, or even the Elite Eight or whatever.
Phenomenal point. Because there are times where I'm like, well, this sucks.
Yeah, everyone's like, oh, dude, St. Mary's Peacocks, dude, they're going all the way, and they make it to the Final Four, and everyone's betting on them and going crazy, and then they just get their shit stomped, and it's like, oh yeah, well, someone finally did it.
Yeah,
it was well deserved.
Thinking of college basketball real quick, did you see that basically every single IU basketball player left?
No.
They either graduated or hit the portal.
No shit?
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, they could use a restart down
right
there.
After they hired their coach. Yeah, they were all like,
that's all right. That transfer portal.
Chump.
That was another thing I actually heard on McAfee show, was they were talking about the transfer portal for college basketball, and I guess the most, like, 1,700 kids entered the portal the day it opened.
I'm sure. I mean, that's how it is every year. There's tons of people that are just transferring.
This is the most ever.
Yeah, granted, yes. I mean, that is nuts.
Yeah.
But I know, like in football especially, some guys will leave because of NIL purposes or eligibility purposes. I don't really even understand how all that stuff works now. Where it's like, I think I still technically have eligibility to play in college. Like, I think I still have, I don't know, maybe 2 years. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, me neither.
That's why you have like that 37-year-old dude that's like, yeah, I'm a punter.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
He's got like a whole family at home. He's like, all right, honey, I'm going to practice.
Yeah.
All right, honey, we're going to Eastern Illinois this weekend. I'll see you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I think IU is going to be fine though, probably because getting West Virginia's coach, there's going to be he's going to want to bring in so many of his own guys, and people are going to want to come play for him. So like,
yeah,
it'll work itself out for IU, I think.
I just hope their football program stays competitive. That's all I'm really concerned about.
I agree. I cannot actually like I'm
hopefully
actually,
something better than Curtis Rourke. Again, I don't think he was that good.
Yeah, I don't know. He wasn't terrible last year, but
he
I am
wasn't
excited
atrocious,
for their football.
but he wasn't great. Yeah, he was very mid. I'll give him very mid. That's fine. I just again hoping for the team to stay competitive.
Yeah, and sticking on college, this isn't this is college baseball, but actually I don't know if it's college or high school. I'm not 100% sure. I kind of probably should. Maybe I should have looked into that.
That's okay.
But it's no, it's definitely college. What the fuck am I talking about? Kentucky and Texas A&M played each other.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a spat, I guess, because Kentucky has a travel curfew, so it's like super rare, I guess, but it can happen. Basically, and during that game, because of the timing of it, no new inning could be started after 5:30 or 4:30 their time.
What?
So they were like in the middle of the 8th inning. They were up by like 5 runs or some shit, or middle of the 8th inning, and Kentucky's pitching, and their dude, the pitcher was just taking his fucking time on the mound, and then they came out and had a mound meeting, wasted another 20-30 seconds because it was like 3:57, and they just are like 4:27, and they were just wasting time to get to the 4:30 mark so that the 9th inning could not start after they got out of the 8th. So then the game just gets called and they win. They were up by 5 runs, but it's still like, it's a bitch ass move. And the coaches were screaming at each other. Like Texas A&M's manager was losing his shit, screaming at the other dugout. And I'm like, yeah, that's bitch shit. That's lame. I don't know.
That is super lame.
Yeah.
That is awful, dude. What?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was a thing. How can that be a thing? That's like when the NCAA needs to come in and be like, yeah, no.
Agreed.
You can't. Like, no.
Like, I don't understand why they have a travel curfew. Like, why would only, like, I wonder what other teams have it, but there are a few, I guess. I want to know why that's a thing. What the fuck is a travel curfew? I mean, that's lame. We're talking about, like, these aren't 7-year-olds playing baseball.
Yeah,
it's not
pretty
9-year-olds.
much grown dudes.
Yeah, exactly. Like it doesn't make any sense. But I thought that was absolute bullshit and one of the craziest things I've heard.
That's nuts, dude. I didn't actually see anything about that.
To intentionally, like, dude, they burned 4 minutes basically just standing on the mound doing jack shit, like taking their time. He kept throwing the ball back and getting a new one, like everything he could to stall.
You've got to get penalized. Something has to happen. Yeah. I mean, I get it. Like, yeah, you can't do anything, I'm sure, because of whatever, but
because technically it's legal.
Yeah, that cannot be a thing. That needs.
Yeah.
If there's a rule that needs to be changed, that's the damn rule that needs to be changed.
100%. Yeah, I would love to actually. I think I might look into that a little more.
We're gonna need more on that one. That's nuts.
Yeah, next episode I will. Oh wait, I will not be here next episode. Maybe depends. We'll figure it out. But I will definitely look into that because I want to know what other teams are involved in a travel curfew.
Next Tuesday's episode for sure. Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah,
that's crazy work. Crazy work.
And also, speaking of college, this pissed me off, but also did make me happy that it did get community noted. Jackson Dart went turkey hunting because he's a hunter.
Yeah.
No big deal. He killed a turkey. There's a video someone posted him. He got a turkey.
Okay.
And Dov Kleiman.
Oh my God.
Posted the video and said,
actually, I think I saw that this morning.
Projected first-round QB Jackson Dart has gone viral after killing a rare turkey on a Georgia hunting trip. Dart loves hunting and has even killed a mountain lion. Which, who gives a fuck, because that is legal in some states. And then it got community noted and said that is a common wild turkey. It is an extremely common game animal and is not rare or endangered. So eat shit for posting your shitty-ass clickbait.
Dude.
Dude, it pissed me off.
Again, that guy needs to go.
Yeah.
Elon, get rid of him, dude.
I'm at the point where I actually might start reporting him when I just see any post. I almost reported this one, but I was like, I'm going to let this one roll because the community notes got it again. Yeah. But like, this is strike 2, buddy. You've gotten community noted 2 times in the last week.
It's a problem.
People are catching on to your shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't stand that page, man.
That guy is probably like making all of his money and like all of his following from like middle schoolers. Like,
yes.
Yeah, middle schoolers that like into sports and all that. They're just like, dude, this is nuts, man.
100%. It's 100% 13 and 14-year-olds that read it and just like see the headline as they're scrolling past it. Dude, you see Jackson Dart killed a rare turkey, dude, and he's killed a mountain lion.
He's like, no way, man.
Yeah.
That's nuts. Like, that's awesome. Or either, I mean, I don't know how they respond, but they're just like, that's crazy, dude.
Yep.
That's 110% who most of his following is.
It's got to be.
And the rest of them are just like people like you and I. They're just like, this guy's an idiot.
Yeah.
This guy's a moron. Yeah. I'm about to start, I'm about to be like, don't show me this anymore. I don't want to see this idiot.
Yeah. He's become a problem.
He truly has. He's a menace. He's probably, I think he might be worse. Like, he's the worst one out of all of them, in my opinion. I mean, ML football is like 1B. Dov Kleiman's 1A.
For sure.
Like Dov Kleiman posts more garbage like that.
Yes. Yeah.
Than ML football. ML football either like, I mean, granted, I'm not saying he doesn't post garbage. He does post garbage. But a lot of it time too, it's just like bad takes by the idiot. I'm like, dude, what are you even saying?
Yeah.
And it's mostly also the problem with ML football too is like the emoji usage and capital letters, like breaking news.
Yes.
Or it's like unreal.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Unreal. The Steelers and Aaron Rodgers just had a 6-hour meeting. It's projected he's going to sign there. Like, yeah, well, that's what happens when guys are trying teams out, you know? They go and meet with them for like hours.
Dude.
You know, like, what the fuck are we talking about?
Take these smooth brain morons anymore, man.
Yeah, I can't handle those 2 pages. They really do piss me off now. I used to not be as bothered by it. I'd be able to scroll past it. But now I think that because we actually started podcasting and I'm like constantly like paying more attention for information that's coming out because there is so much shit that comes out sometimes where if you scroll, you know, like
you can't get caught by them. That's the problem. Like, sometimes they do get you. Then you're like, oh shoot, never mind.
Yeah, I take every single post of his now with a grain of salt. I can't. Like, it's funny because I don't even follow him, and I see his shit
it's just
nonstop.
like in the For You algorithm.
Yes,
that's just the same thing here. It's just like the For You algorithm.
If I see his post get community noted again, I'm reporting every single post after that. From here on out, I am reporting every single.
There's got to be like a satire or just like for something. There's got to be something that'll be like, why are you reporting him? It's like because he's an idiot.
Yeah, because this guy's the biggest clown in the world.
Yeah.
I'm actually curious. I do want to look up really quick and give a quick like taste of what some of his comments are because I'm curious what people are actually saying under these.
Here you go.
Under these posts, you already get to one. Just opening up.
Dude, it's oh my god.
Post.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh yeah, same here. Is that one?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Trending. Golf star Bryson DeChambeau attempts to catch a pass from Rams QB Matthew Stafford. Football is by far the most difficult sport to play professionally.
With a mind blown emoji.
Yeah.
I mean, just terrible. And the first comment, thank you. Someone says, hockey.
Well, one of them says right here, it says, is this serious take or just trolling for engagement? My non-athletic wife can catch a football. Most adults can reliably hit a baseball thrown at lower speeds by a pitching machine.
One guy just said, golf and baseball are harder. Please stop saying stupid shit.
Imagine a golf guy trying to hit 90. Most people can't even skate. Granted, play hockey. Someone said, had some sauce on that ball.
Oh, man, your comments are way different than mine.
Someone said, you ever tried to hit a 103-mile-per-hour fastball?
I have that one. I'm sorry, but it's actually darts.
Yeah, that guy too. Boston cream. It's just like a donut.
Oh, yeah, it's a donut and it's got a blue check mark.
AB-84 could catch it. There's barely anyone who's catching that thing. No wobble on the spiral at all. Tight missile. No chance it was inexperienced receiver is catching it. It's the same with Mahomes passes. That's why it's hard to pick him off.
Oh, also, have you seen the, I like this, nice. Have you seen the page called Retard Finder?
No.
It's very funny. They post a lot of basically stuff like this. They like repost it.
Oh.
And yeah, someone tagged him and said, you have a lot of really dumb takes, but this one may take the cake. And they tagged I find retards. Like, got a live one here, champ.
All right, here we go. This is another thing I just saw. The Torpedo Bats Homer Parlay. Ellie De La Cruz, Jazz Chisholm, Ryan Jeffers, and Danji Swanson all go yard today. $7.77 pays out $20,676.90. Dude, that might be the juice.
I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
That might be the juice. Oh, man.
Okay, here's another Dov Kleiman post.
Oh, God.
Insane. Eagles QB Jalen Hurts has more, on all caps, career rushing touchdowns than 49ers running back Christian McCaffrey despite playing 18 fewer games. Is McCaffrey overrated?
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I can't. Yeah, I can't handle this fucking page anymore.
Wait, is this real? Sorry, guys. This is, again, bad podcasting if you're watching because we're just scrolling on our phones looking for stuff.
It is kind of funny, though, like reading and talking some shit. This is basically what I do in my head when I'm on Twitter or on X. Like, I'm just scrolling and I just find stuff like this, and I just just sit and laugh to myself.
Okay, so posts today you got to take with a grain of salt because it is April Fool's Day. So here's one. This guy's usually pretty reliable. Ari Mirov or whatever his name is.
Yes.
Says Cowboys owner Jerry Jones has been negotiating directly with Micah Parsons on an extension, offering him a contract that would make him the highest paid non-QB in the NFL per Clarence Hill Jr. Here's the twist. The Cowboys conducted all negotiations without Parsons' agent and haven't communicated with him since the combine. Parsons will not sign without his agent's approval, in parentheses, which is the smart move. So, and then he says another thing of a screenshot. It says, Micah Parsons firing back at Jerry Jones. It says, Jerry Jones with blatant disrespect to Micah Parsons' agent, David Mulugeta. The agent is not a concern here. I don't know his name. Mulugeta is one of the best and most respected agents in the NFL. Micah Parsons says, facts. David is the best, and I will not be doing any deal without tagging him. He tagged him, saying, without him involved. Like anyone with good sense, I hired experts for a reason. There is no one I trust more when it comes to negotiating contracts than David. There will be no back doors in this contract negotiation.
Yeah, David Mulugeta is absolutely the GOAT currently as an agent. He is who got Deshaun Watson his contract with the Browns. I do believe he is also Joe Burrow's agent.
Yeah, okay. So.
And I forgot who else. He's been a part of like the 5 biggest contracts in the last like 2 years, 3 years.
So that is real. That is real. Micah Parsons. Like I just looked up on his page, and then Jalen Ramsey says, "Preach, Micah," and then tags Mulugeta as well. Yeah. Interesting. But yes, instead of scrolling on my phone here, that's all I have. That's all I got for today.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for me too.
So guys, as usual, thank you for listening. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to follow, like, share, subscribe, and spread the word. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you. If you're watching on Spotify, thank you. If you want to buy merch, go to the link tree in the X. Follow us at Kindizer Pod. And as always, we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks.